What's up, YouTube? Um, I don't really know how to do this, but we're just gonna hop right into it. Not sponsored, but I got Turkey Hill Moose Tracks, my favorite ice cream. Low key, the best coated flavor. Underrated as fuck, in my opinion. Aw, damn. Cursed in the first 30 seconds of the video. Will never, ever, ever get sponsored by YouTube ever in my entire life. Well, there goes that sweet, sweet ad revenue in the future. Oh well. But anyway, whenever I first got on YouTube, I think it was around the era where Black and Yellow was going hype. We were still dancing to Party Rock Anthem and Sexy and I Know It, and like Vine was just coming up. And there was this creator. I'm gonna be shouting out a couple creators while I'm talking about this, but a fellow by the name of Shartimus Prime. Very, very funny name. But he basically did like action figure reviews and collectible reviews. And I don't know if he's still on YouTube, whatnot, whatever. But like that's what I wanted to do. Cause like I got figurines too. Like I got Venom Snake from Phantom Pain. But like that's kind of what I wanted to do first, and then as I got a little bit older, I started watching this one guy of name of Evan Tube, and he used to do Lego building videos with his family and stuff, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to make Legos and do toy reviews and all that sort of stuff. As I got older, I wanted to make my own vines and start content that way. But then TikTok came around and people were doing them dumbass dances, and I was like, yeah, this shit cringe. So basically, I took a mask and I'd basically do like these audios with masks, and it was going good for a little bit. I had a couple hundred followers. Um, I think around 700. I think. Um, but I completely deleted the channel and everything, and deleted the account, all the videos. So like they may have been re-uploaded, they may have not been. I don't really know, but there was a couple of them I actually showed my face in. But I was still in high school at the time. My face was still really, really chunky. I didn't end up like I was like a freshman or sophomore. But then now I kind of wanted to do like a commentary channel on just pretty much anything, but like I've just been so worried about like expressing like my opinion because I'm so worried about what other people think. And here's my thing. I was told, well, not me, but like there was this one YouTube creator he had like a video essay, and he was like, "You're really in the big 2-6 worrying about how other people think about you. Like, what is this, bro? This isn't 2012. Like what?" And then another thing, like Shoe on Head said, it's completely unrelated. Um, like go out there and express yourself, because like you're gonna be dead as fuck. You never know when. Sorry about that. You're gonna be dead as fuck, and you're never gonna know when. So like, go be yourself, because there's nothing else. There's nothing else that you can do, because being miserable and not being your truthful, authentic self is not fair to you. It's not fair to you to not be yourself. I'm sorry if I keep on repeating. I gotta keep on pausing the video because I keep on getting called. Um, Sorry. But, like, anyway. So, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not care about what other people think, and I'm starting to express myself more and kind of just jump off the cliff's edge and just do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Miles Morales. And so I'm gonna give this YouTube thing a go, I guess, and just cover whatever the hell I want, because I'm not gonna be alive for much longer. Like, I don't mean to, give my personal information out there, but like, I'm 20 some years old. I still have like a long life ahead of me, but like, it feels. This is gonna sound like really, really weird, but with the way that I've lived and the things that I've been through, it feels like I'm 80 years old inside of a 20-year-old body. And the amount of things I've experienced in this life is it's something else. And another thing I want to say is I also want to make an ASMR YouTube channel as well, which I also thought would be really cool because, like, I think that I'd be really good at doing that. You know, I have a really good ear with quality in microphones and videography. I think that's what that's called, and cinematography and photography. I mean, I used to do yearbook, for crying out loud, and I was really good with photography and Photoshop and stuff. I used to make animations, whatnot, in my comms class. But it was fun. But anyway, this Arclivian channel has primarily been just oh shit, my ice cream, I forgot about that. It's gonna melt. This channel's pretty much just been me, like, well, not just me, but like other people as well. Uploading clips off of, the PlayStation account that I had access to for the time. Some Fortnite games here and there. Some stuff off the Xbox. Some random crap that my friends made in Sora on my phone. Some random crap that people made in Call of Duty Cold War. And my gameplay and their gameplay, and like, I'd post it. Because we was only having one controller, and we'd have to pass it back and forth. So like, the controller got janked, and so the settings had to get changed around, which is why the stick, like, movement, like, looks really, really weird in some of the early videos. It's because I had a broken controller. But yeah, I mean, any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them if I can, if I'm even alive. at that point. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I woke up in the middle of the night, got some ice cream, and decided to hit record. And like Jules ASMR said, like one time, like you don't need like like $1,000 setup or like a professional setup. Like you can just hit record and kind of just do your own thing. And I never really thought of it like that. One of my biggest problems is I have like a problem with setting such a high expectation for myself because I see the goodness and everything else and I want to be, equivalent to it, but like I don't feel like I ever can because everything else is so beautifully made and 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 made by other people that I can't hit that type of thing in my own mind because like I scaled in my own mind against myself. And it's like unintentionally comparing your physique to an AI generated bitch on Instagram or an Instagram model that has used Photoshop on her photos or something. It's the exact same, and it's just not fair to all of us. We're all tricked into just fucking ourselves mentally because of social media, and then, oh boy, if you express an opinion, then you're a LARPer. Or if you show like interest in something and acknowledge, and then it's like, oh, we didn't ask, pal, or nerd. Like, there's always some shit people always gotta say to just something. You could say something completely genuinely nice, and then someone in the comments is gonna be like, so. And it's just like, bruh, if we caught you lacking in real life, we would just stomp the fuck out of you for funsies. And we drink from your cranium just for the fun of the flavor. Sorry that got dark. um, all I'm trying to say is being a hating ass brother for the censored version of that for my fellow brothers and sisters out there. Um, there ain't no reason to be a hating ass brother. Um, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this whole race thing, nah. Like, we all humans, bro, but the environments that we're in and the choices that you choose and the person that you slowly become is what you are. And sadly, in the world right now, a lot of individuals are in the mindset of being pests. They're taking what's not theirs, they're hurting people for their own benefit. It's evil. And we need to do exactly what we should have all been taught, and it's cut the head off the snake before it bites you. And, you know, those who pull the knife from the sheath shall die by the knife of the sheath. But you're not doing that, though you're getting rid of a problem before it causes more bloodshed and more agony and more pain. Not to be disrespectful, but kind of like our current situation with a certain someone possibly getting a nuclear weapon and they ensuring total atomic annihilation because they're basically a death cult, and the other people who are trying to put a stop to it before everyone basically gets put into a Mexican standoff with one country and each other because somebody's got nukes and they're willing to use it for the wrong reasons and stuff. But on top of that, I was really worried about like my own safety for expressing like my political beliefs, because I used to be, politically centered, skewed to the left. Like I used to be Democrat, but as I've gotten older, I find myself more and more Republican, or right wing, as people call it nowadays. And it's because I don't know if anyone knows, but there is quite. I mean, I don't know if I should save this for a different video or not. I mean, you can click off here, like content warning, I guess you could say. But there is literally a coup that was being hidden from the Republican Party and from the President of the United States. It was being withheld within government organizations that they're basically having communism infiltrate the Democratic Party. And all I'm saying is besides the shady shit people did back in the day, folks be rolling in their graves of how quickly the communism and the enemy has came right to our doorstep and has basically smeared shit on our windows and also threw rocks at our doors and windows and spray painted our garage doors and vandalized our cars. Think about it like that. Would you A, let the police handle it and wait like 45 minutes? Or instead of waiting 45 minutes, you grab anything you can that can be a weapon, you can use as a weapon or turn into a weapon. Doesn't matter what it is. I mean, you can be Solid Snake and grab a can of aerosol spray, Axe or something, grab a lighter, got yourself a flamethrower. Like, in the heat of moment, we can think of some pretty cool stuff. Go humans. But like, at the same time, another point, some of y'all motherfuckers be dumb as shit. And I don't mean to be the first ones to tell you, but you be a type motherfucker be pulling a push door and be pushing a pull door. Be a type motherfucker walk into the women's bathroom and it has displayed on the sign, ladies, men's. Now, if it's a family bathroom, that's one thing. More power to you. But like, if there's another individual in there, this ain't battle shits. This ain't multiplayer piss off. Stop walking into the bathroom that's single if, you obviously know there's only one person in there available to use it. And another thing, what happened to people just being genuinely respectful? Like, yes sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, thank you, no thank you, I hope you have a good day, God bless. What happened to that shit? Cause like I was instilled it. I was instilled it. I mean, my nana, she was from South Carolina, but like, she raised me to my table manners. Don't have your elbows on the table. Make sure to spin your fork to get your sketty. You can use a fork to cut like a knife. You can hold stuff down with a spoon and scoop and cut. Cool stuff like that. And like people nowadays like don't even know that shit. And it's crazy. Like how much times have changed in just the time I've been alive. And it's wild. Like I can officially say back in my day, it used to be simpler. And we got cameras everywhere and all these people just on the internet all the time. And even myself, I've been worried about, getting like AI deep faked and have people making malicious inappropriate videos of me and stuff like that. And hold on, I gotta burp. Alright, sorry. I don't want people making inappropriate content of me and stuff like that, because I just don't want my image to be of that. But, it's the Grand 2-6. Why are we giving a fuck what people think of us anymore? Ain't no reason. So, I don't really know how to end this off. Peace. Love y'all. Like, share, and subscribe if you care to. If this video helped you in any way, or helped you with something, or cured your boredom while you were taking a shit or something, I don't really know. Maybe drop a comment saying, I took a shit and this was a good video to listen to while I took a shit or something, I don't know. But I'm gonna enjoy my cherry mini Coke. And we'll be back at it again with another video eventually. So count this as like the first video / vlog / discussion / I don't know. But yeah. Love y'all.